Player. All right, y'all. In today's video, I'm going to go back in time and we're going to talk about uh, a crazy experience in drug court. All right, this is juvenile drug court at that. So let's start this off with a roll up. And hey, look, I'm not condoning smoking. So if you have not started, do not follow this lead. This is bad for you. All right. So drug court. What is drug court? For those of you who don't know. So this was a juvenile drug court program. I was one of the first employees, in this program. And it's basically like you got to show up for counseling, you got to show up for lessons, you got color code, you got like workbooks, you get monitored, you got curfews. You basically it's basically like parole for juveniles, right? People under the age of like 18, right? Now, the perk of drug court is once you complete the program, whatever charge got you in the program, it's taken off your record. Okay. So it's actually a pretty sweet deal, man. If you go by the law, right? Well, I've been in it for a while. I think I was the longest standing person in there, but that's another story. So one day I get a phone call that says, be at the courthouse for drug court at 9 in the morning. All right. 9 in the morning. Now I call my color code number because I'm like, whenever they give you a call, it's like you're sweating bullets. I was anyway. I'm like, oh no, is it a drug test? Am I getting locked up? Like, what is going on? Because it's off the regular drug court schedule, which was every Tuesday. Like every Tuesday at 5 o'clock, I think you went to drug court. So this was not a regular time to show up to drug court. So I'm a little worried, right? So I get my stuff ready, drink a bunch of water. I don't really think I'm worried about failing though. Right? I know I said I drank a bunch of water, but I don't think I'm worried about failing. Okay. So I go down there because I think it's a drug test. Like, what else could it be? I show up, get down, open up the hallway to the juvenile section, and there's like 12 other people here because there's chairs on each side of the hallway lined up, and there's like everyone I know for the most part. It's not the whole class, but it's a good bit. And I'm like, oh, what up, player? Blah 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 blah. And they're like, what's up, dude? I'm like, I sit down. I'm all like looking around. I'm like, so we here getting a drug test or something? And they're like, I don't know, man. I don't know what we're doing here. I was like, so none of y'all have been drug tested? They're like, nope. It's like, did they tell you what you're here for? And I was like, nah. Well, then that's what the worry starts setting in, bro. Then it's like, oh man, what, like, we getting let off drug court? Like, surely not, right? And I'm sitting there, and then it was actually my official probation officer that was bringing people into the room. Now, she was, I don't know how to say this in a polite way because I don't know the other word for it, but my probation officer was a woman, like a dyke, I guess you could say, respectfully. Like, because, dude, she was actually the best probation officer I ever had as a juvenile. Okay, like, for real, straight up. She was mean as a snake, man, but she would really look out for you. So shout out to you if you're watching. I ain't gonna say your name on the internet, but she's really cool. But she's like, she don't play, man. She will bam you up. like all kinds of stuff. But anyways, I'm reliving this with y'all. Okay, I'm reliving this with y'all. So she comes out the courtroom and calls a name. Well, that person goes into the courtroom. Don't come out. So they're calling another name. And they go in. They start going down the line, calling people in, and none of these people come out. Now I'm worried, right? Now I'm worried. I'm like, bro, usually when they don't come out, they're getting handcuffed. So I'm like, oh my gosh, dude, they're doing a mass lockup. You know, I'm like, man, what could this be? It's driving me crazy, not knowing anything. Because no one can come back out and just be like, hey, bro, they're doing this. Like, run, so, get out of here. Run to your parents' house so you can get away. I don't know what I'd do if they would tell me, but whatever. So they finally get to me, man. And the worst part about it was I'm not going to say I was the last person to go in there, but I was like third to last, like second to last. It was almost meant to be. It was weird. So I'm just like dying out here, bro. They take me in. Everybody's sitting in benches. Quiet, dude. You can hear crickets in the room. They ain't even looking at me, bro. Like one of them's kind of doing this. And I was like, oh crap. Well, my probation officer's on a laptop. And she's like, sit down, Alec. And I'm like, oh shoot. Get down in my chair. And she turns the laptop facing me. And to give you some story on this. So this is in the MySpace days, okay? Facebook wasn't even out, bro. This is the birth of social media. And this is also the birth of stalking, the birth of a probation officer's job being at its easiest, right? Is social media, the birth of social media. Once they figured out they could just get on your account and find you out, dude, it never got easier to bust people. Y'all little retards out here that post your whole life on here and all the illegal stuff you be doing, dude, you're done. Straight up. But that's another story. But anyway, she turns it, and there is my MySpace account. Bro, this is all happening in milliseconds because she doesn't give me a lot of time to respond. Dude, my heart falls in my boots. I immediately feel like I haven't ate in a month. I'm like, oh no. Like, whatever front you was playing in drug court, bro, like you was straightening up, it's gone. It's gone. The mask is gone. And she's like, she read my headline. Back in the day you could post your headline or it was your mood. I can't remember. But mine was 4th of July, okay? And it said, she says, getting drunk, B word. I don't curse anymore, by the way. Getting drunk, B, huh? And it's a picture of me holding 2 liquor bottles. I think one of them was Bacardi 151, and another one, I think it was like some vodka. And I am slaughtered, dude. I am plastered in this photo. Like I am just like, like destroyed in this photo. And I got pictures of X pills. I got pictures of triple stacks. I got like machine guns all over my, AKs and RPGs and stuff like that all over my page. You know how MySpace was, bro. You could put anything on there. All my playlists where it was gangster rap, just dude, the worst in the world. And when I get in trouble, dude, And I've always been like this, and it's horrible, okay? When I start getting in trouble, man, I smile. Like I'll just be like, oh no, I think it's like a coping mechanism to try not to, like, I don't know, look sad or like I'm in trouble. So I smile and I'm like, oh crap. And she's like, do you think something's effing funny? You think this is funny? And I'm like, nah, I don't think it's funny. And I'm trying to explain I'm trying to explain why I smile when I get in trouble, bro. And she ain't here, you know what I mean? Like, no one wants to hear that mess. So she's like, shut up. And I was like, oh, yes, ma'am. She's like, you sit your A over there on that bench. And I get up and I'm like, oh yeah, we going to jail, dude. We going to juvie. All of us going to juvie. And she's like, if we had enough beds in juvenile, all of y'all would be locked up right now. But because we've already called and seen if we could lock all y'all up at the same time, and we can't, we're going to do something else. So it was like we had to go to drug court twice a week now. We got drug tested like twice as much. If there was some super illegal activity going on there, like you was holding a sack of weed or an ounce, or you had a crack pipe in your mouth. I don't think anybody did, but if you had like a syringe in your arm or something like that, like they would search your house, bro. Like they were showing up and raiding you over this. Luckily I just had like not downgrading it, right? Not downplaying it, but I just had 2 liquor bottles and I was obviously at a party somewhere. And they said everything that had to do with drugs, cursing, like any type of gang activity, any type of like thug looking clothing, you couldn't be wearing it. All pictures of that had to be taken off. And you got to realize, man, these people are seeing your friends. You got pictures with your homies that haven't been to drug court yet. This is the birth of social media. They're looking at all this. This was back in 2000, 2005 or something. This is like 2005, dude. And they're looking at all this and bamming people up, and they're like, "Who's this?" Like, dude, they're doing this to people. And all these dudes ain't on drug court yet, so all they got to do is call the police to follow them, catch them on a Saturday night. You got an 80% chance of finding a blunt or some beer or something like that. Just all it takes is something like that, dude, and you can go to drug court, right? So they're cashing in, bro. Anyways, I digress. So we get all those new stipulations added. And my probation officer is like, she's orchestrating all this, but at the same time, she is my official probation officer. So she's like, you better clean this. You better clean this social media up right now. I don't want to see another picture like that. I was like, I got you. So, DC Shoes, it's a skateboarding brand. Used to be real popular back in the day. DC drug court, right? So I changed my picture to DC, and I said I've dedicated my life to, the drug court program. It's the best drug court program in the world. All the beautiful ladies judge this, you know what I mean? Like I'm just like, I changed my whole page to like like praising drug court, right? Like this is the best program in the world. As like I'm doing it kind of out of a mockery, but at the same time, it's funny, and I know they'll like it, right? Compared, I guess, polar opposites to what I had. So next time I go to drug court, the judge is like, they're like, Alan, we just love your your MySpace account. And I was like, well, I appreciate it. Like, I genuinely feel that in my heart. And they just all start laughing, you know what I mean? But the moral of the story is, man, I did not get locked up for that. But look, man, if you don't know, it's like y'all can't help this, dude. Number one, like, stop doing all this bull crap that can get you locked up. Right? Dude, there's no awesome ending to it. Okay. You're gonna look back, trust me, you're going to look back and be like, dude, all those people with autism I used to hang out with, they were probably pieces of crap. They weren't really your friends in the first place. All the drugs, all the alcohol, all the stupid, degenerate places you went to isn't going to add up to nothing but misery, man. Misery. So change your life because the ending's not good. Number one. Number two, dude, if you're doing any type of dirt whatsoever, or anybody around you is, do not put it on social media, bro. Y'all can't help it. I know now. It's like I'm talking to a wall. Y'all can't even help it now. Y'all are too bought in. That was that was the first and only social media platform. And they got everybody in an hour just off that. And I don't know how many new recruits they picked up on just looking at these people's friends that weren't on drug court already. Y'all got Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, dude, YouTube. You got all these platforms now, man. If you think these folks ain't looking into your social media, you are stupid. You are dumb. All right. They will bam you up and know exactly how to do it just by going to your account. All right. Keep that stuff on the down low. Number one, you don't need to be doing this stuff, man. But number two, if you think you're going to do it and post it, you're going to get bammed up, straight up. So there was my story about drug court, man. And I hope this helps. I've talked to several younger dudes. I'm going to wrap this video up, kind of talk too long. I've been helping a lot of younger people out, man, that are getting bammed up before they're an adult. And dude, this is golden advice for you, man. This is golden advice. It always starts out as something small, man, and then snowballs into something bigger. So catch it while it's small, man, and stay low, right? Stay low. And don't be posting nothing. So hope y'all enjoyed that video, man. Until next time, Alec out.